Hi, welcome to the United Star. Today we'll be talking left backs. Now, I feel this season for United, the left back position has been the most ideal situation you could have. They've had Luke Shaw. Luke Shaw has been, he's been with United for a very long time now. We signed him as a puny teenager from Southampton, but we've seen his performances, we've seen the player development for a long time now. But Luke Shaw is a character where, I still feel he hasn't reached the potential that we saw in him when we signed him earlier. He has those spurts where he's amazing and then his performances just drop. He had that rise in form when he was just before his injury, when he suffered the double leg fracture very sadly. It took him a lot of time to recover from that, and as he recovered and then as he was given game time, he started having that sort of tiff with Mourinho, and then Mourinho sort of publicly lashed out against him and complained about him. So he's gone through a lot, but you could say that he has always been a fighter, and he has fought back. He had every reason to sort of just give up and not just move away from the club because they weren't treating him well, you could say, but he fought back and he was determined to do that. And this season, I think we saw what Luke Shaw is capable of. And another major factor which pushed Luke Shaw to such great performances was the rise of Brandon Williams. Now, Brandon Williams last season was no one knew him. I mean, of course, he was a United youth player, but no one knew him. But his games and the performances he put in, the fire he plays with, he's that angry young man kind of guy. He has that look. He looks up to your opposition. He looks them in the eye, and I think that's what United have been missing for a very long time. A sort of player who can give it back to the opposition, who can stand up against them, and that has been Brandon Williams. He's performed very maturely for a 19-year-old. We do see a certain times where he slips and just flash of rage sometimes, but he's still really good. And I think his performances have also pushed Luke Shaw to perform better. So they've been sort of complementing each other, where it's this guy performing well and then this guy wants to lift his game. So it's a sort of very good system that we have in place right now. We're lucky to have this. So personally, I think in the left back area, we don't need a player at all. We have a we have a very experienced left back who has sort of been with United for a very long time. He knows the United way, and he's not that old too. He's still pretty young to sort of be a left back for a very long time for United. And then we have the up and coming teenager, the developing player in Brandon Williams, and both of them complementing each other and pushing each other for sort of the first team position. First team position is the ideal scenario we have, and I think for left back there is no need to sign any player at all, because if these two are sticking around, if we have Luke Shaw pushing Brandon Williams and then Brandon Williams pushing Luke Shaw, it's the best situation we could have had. Certain games we saw Brandon Williams playing with three at the back, with Brandon Williams playing at left wing back and Luke Shaw playing at the left of the three centre backs, and Luke Shaw performed very well there too. So I don't think we need any sort of extra left back currently. And yeah, that's my 2 cents on United's left back position. Thank you for watching and see you in the next one.